Good evening, good morning to everyone, especially to our professor, Prof. Amihan. To continue with our topic, leadership in educational organization, I am going to be reporting about leaders' traits and behavior. Again, my name is Faye Chavez, and I'm going to discuss with you the top 8 leadership traits that are considered best behavior of a leader. So what is a leadership behavior? Leadership behavior consists of a leader's actions, values, and characteristics that dictate how effectively they work with those on their team or school. Leadership behaviors determine how they guide others to reach goals and improve themselves. Sometimes the behaviors of a leader are innate, but most of the time, a leader must learn which behaviors get the best result through experience and training. Leadership behaviors are different from management behaviors in that the goal is to motivate and inspire others towards an inspirational vision. Like what I mentioned earlier, I am going to impart to you the top 8 leadership behaviors. It can be applicable both in private and public organization, or it can be also applicable to the educational organization. So here we go. The first one is thinking strategically. A leader must always think strategically. A strategic plan of action isn't just for military leaders. Whether you are laying out a battle plan, setting ambitious business goals, or even leading a country, good leaders always have a strategic mindset. The behaviors of a leader should revolve around a high level of strategy, always considering the long-term future. Those who practice strategic leadership keep the overall vision close to heart while planning out every step along the way. Now, how can we be a strategic thinker? So we promote innovation. We seek learning opportunities. We analyze and refine progress. We develop new skills, and we set ambitious goals. The second one is a leader should see the big picture. As Warren G. Bennis puts it, leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. From Martin Luther King Jr. to Walt Disney, great leaders are also great visionaries. They not only have a vibrant vision of a better future, but they're also able to paint it so that others may understand and follow it. How are we going to create our vision? Ask deep questions such as what your future looks like. Focus on an issue or problem that fires you up. Think of solution to that problem. Refine and expand your vision so you can communicate it with others. Spend time every day in prayer so that your vision aligns with God's vision for you. Reverse engineer your vision to create a plan. Stay flexible as your vision grows and evolves over time. Any question about the two behavior or traits of the leader that I so far discussed? No? Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next one. The next trait or behavior of a leader is a leader should be inspiring and motivating others. With a vision in mind, successful leaders can then reach out to inspire others and motivate them to action. Some leaders may inspire their followers to be more like them or take on some of their leadership traits. Now, how are we going to inspire and motivate our people or the people in our team or our school? We cast an inspiring vision, give them challenges, create a safe environment. This is also important for teachers to understand, creating a safe environment for students. If we do that, it means that we have that leadership skill. Speak to their greatness and move past shortcomings. Of course, just like a student, we do not always focus on their negative behavior, but we are also going to reward their positive behavior. Any question about this? No? If no, let's go to the next characteristic or behavior of a leader, leading by example. I guess this is something also very important. Anyone can talk about doing great things. However, an effective leader is someone who actually goes out and does it. In other words, walk the talk. As John Maxwell says, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Effective leaders set an example for others to follow. If all leaders does it talk without following through on what they say, people will quickly notice and correctly point out that the leader is hypocritical. Of course, we do not like leaders who cannot follow through what they say. Let's go ahead and look at the next one, which is following strong habits. One of characteristic or behavior. I'm sorry, I keep on saying behavior. Characteristic. It's supposed to be behavior or traits. In the words of Sean Covey, we become what we repeatedly do. No leader wake up one morning suddenly deciding to become a good leader. It takes years of following strong habits for leaders to gain the skills and behaviors needed to lead others. This is what we call following strong habits. Now, how can we develop a good habits? Practice habit stacking. Like what we have said, practice makes perfect, isn't it? Create a system, connect rewards with habits, and know who you are. Any question on developing good habits? Let's go now to the next one, characteristic or behavior or traits of a leader. Cultivating community. How management chooses to treat its people impacts everything for better or for worse. If employees feel like leaders support them, they'll do their best work and stick around. This is very true as well. How to cultivate a positive culture. Make good hires that fit the culture you are promoting. Set up leadership programs and initiatives. This will help in multiplying leaders. Provide mentorship and feedback opportunities. Break down silos between teams. Acknowledge and recognize strong employee performance. Foster an employee environment where everyone feels welcome and included. Ensure the organization reflects the company or school core values. We are human, so we always need that sense of belonging. So when we feel that the school are welcoming us, or we are welcome in that particular school, we actually perform well. Any questions so far? So let's go to the next trait or behavior of a leader. Being less interested in authority and more interested in serving. I hope everybody will be like this, not only the school leaders, but as well as the country leaders or the elected leaders or the political leaders. Because if they are going to be like this, man, our country will be a progressive one. Someone who wants to rise to a position of leadership so they can tell others what to do will not be a good leader. Such people will only get their team to act out of fear, not out of belief in a vision. True leadership comes from being a servant to those you are to lead. Yes, this is another one that I really appreciate in a leader. When they become like a servant, not the leader, right? Okay, how can we be a servant leader? Reflect a servant mentality in your company or your school mission statement. We know that every school have a mission statement. Hire those who believe in that mission. Look for ways to help others in your community. Create an environment where team members or teachers are encouraged to learn and grow. Introduces classes and opportunities for people to learn how to be leaders. Oftentimes, principal, they only offer opportunities for those people that are close to them. Those people, like, I'm talking about the teachers. Some teachers are really shy. Some teachers are really very outspoken. So sometimes they are being overlooked by our school leaders. They do not even give them the opportunity to go to a training or motivate them to enroll classes to add more skills in their teaching. Any question? If there's none, let's go ahead to the next one. Another trait or behavior of a leader must have emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is often overlooked. So yeah, before I don't even realize that it should be included when we also teach in our classes. It is overlooked but crucial aspect of being a good leader. An emotionally intelligent leader is someone who can understand emotions in themselves and others. They also able to regulate their emotions and use them to achieve great things. Yes, it's just like us teachers, we should have high emotional intelligence so that we can face every kind of a student. Any questions so far? No? Okay, let's go to the different strategy or how to gain emotional intelligence. Develop mindfulness practices. Meditate at least 10 minutes every day. Evaluate yourself at the end of the day on how well you regulated your emotions. Ask others for feedback on traits where you need to improve. Practice clear communication with everybody. Get rid of toxic behaviors. Form a strong relationship with coworkers or subordinates. Create a diverse and inclusive team or teachers. Okay, it's very important that we should always create a strong relationship with subordinates and other staff members. Any questions so far? No? And that will end my presentation. The next reporter or member of my group is going to present motivation, communication, and teamwork in organization. If you have no question, I would like to say thank you very much for your undivided attention. And once again, my name is Faye Chavez.
Hello and mabuhay, I'm Marian Palencia, and today I'm going to discuss the motivation, communication, and teamwork in organization. Teamwork between admin, teachers, and staff in a school is the element that can unite the school organization in achieving quality improvement. So the management or leaders must take action into practice through the nature of collaboration, commitment, and participation of all experts in quality improvement programs as a whole. So according to A.B. Aziz in 1999, the work team will provide many benefits regarding knowledge, skills, or expertise in tackling problems or issues that arise. So, among its benefits are number one, the effort to design job satisfaction and teachers' moral values when allowed to work together to improve the quality of the school. Number two, a problem could be resolved more quickly and effectively when shared by individuals with skills in various fields. And third, proposals discussed in the team will be performed more easily than individual recommendations. So, according to Spiegel and Torres in 1995, there are eight criteria for an effective teamwork task. And those are team members use the same identity, they have a shared goals and objectives, they share success and failure, they work together and join in the work, have rules that all members follow, have a head, decision making in a team where they provide sufficient time to have training, debate, and discussion. And lastly, members comprise a wide variety of background, knowledge, and diversification of problem solving techniques. So, the role of the school as a high performing organization benefits obtained as a result of a teamwork, namely, we have collaboration. And we know that this is very, very important in an organization where teamwork requires cooperation, namely the joint effort which involve more than one individual. Toleration is particularly emphasized in this context, and it should be applied into a culture of teamwork in the school organization. Next is decision making. The responsibility in finding solutions and making decisions can be reduced when the admin or principal can give some authority to a member consisting of teachers or staff in making some decisions. Its burden are lightened. While for one team member, its burden and decision making are also reduced when teamwork helps him to think and act in tandem rather than singly. And I think everyone will agree with that. And then the next one is the productive members. So the spirit of work, concentration, strength, and productivity of the member increase when he feels alone. So the team will have productivity and advantages that enable an individual to feel that his knowledge is useful and and can contribute. For example, a complex decision process is difficult to execute if it does not involve the participation of all members. So, therefore, teams built may be regarded as one of the human resources that are useful and effective. The next one is the involvement or participation. So, teamwork certainly requires the involvement of all its members. Each member's efficiency and morale will determine the team's potential to achieve its goal. Thus, in the school organization, it shall be the duty of the leader, headmaster or admin or principal to form teams that have a specific criteria that are appropriate to the goal of seeking to achieve. And then for us in our school at La Vista High School, I think the best example of that is having the PLC, where everyone will be in the group like in each department and then discuss and then work together to achieve a common goal. And the communication, so effective communication should be like open and transparent, should be practiced and nurtured by the head. Principals or headmaster must motivate their members to share views and problems so they do not suffer from stress or burnout. Useful information should also always share between members of the team. Fast responses and comprehensive views are more readily available to the school. And I think that is what I appreciated at La Vista High School, is having that open communication. So we have like I really admire my principal because we are not scared of expressing ourselves what we think, because she is a good listener, and then she take an action. So in our schools there's so many ways on how we communicate to our principal and to our admin, and it's like when we have this, it's like we have we're living in a home. Like it's just amazing, and I really do love my job because I have um the best communication and collaboration with my admin and my colleagues. And then the spirit of and motivation. So the spirit and resilience of individuals will also increase when working in a team. So for example, even if a teacher feels burdened and tired with too many assignments, I think we all can relate to that. And then exam preparation. So students approaching while looking at colleagues who are also enthusiastic, and his teammates face the situation seem calm. So they are convinced that he can cope with the task the more sober duty and eager to achieve their objectives. And I completely agree that this is so important. The spirit and motivation, like I can feel that in my school because I know that I have the colleagues, I have the admin that will support me and understand me. And I rarely feel that burnout, like probably every end of the quarter because of like so much like grading. But in a daily basis, I'm always inspired. I'm always excited because I have these colleagues who are also very positive and motivated to do our best for our students. And with that, of course, we're going to experience a job satisfaction. So individuals also easily feel stressed, tired, weary, and bored when working alone. So effective teamwork can make individuals achieve career satisfaction and be more relaxed and happy in their duties. I think we all agree with that, right? And then while not denying the personality of each individual is different, for example, some individuals are more efficient, fast, and comfortable when doing the job alone, and some otherwise. So, however, be aware that teamwork is essential in carrying out the duties of the challenge, and it will take too much time if done alone. So, therefore, teamwork is essential to be involved in a particular context. And once again, teamwork, together everyone achieves more. And I'm going to end my topic with a quote: the strength of the team is each member, and the strength of each member is the team. And that is from Phil Jackson, the coach of Lakers. Thank you very much, and I hope that you learned something from our report, chapter 5. Have a blessed day.